You're watching Flippy James Disc Golf. My name is James. Happy you're here. Today, I'm going to show you how to throw the perfect turnover shot. Now, what you're going to need to do is grab something flippy, like an end of a Fox or an MVP uplink. Throw them away. Take out your overstable 9-speed like this Firebird. Fine, we'll throw backhands. Pretty much parked it. Forget how flippy these are. Detour, best man in the game. Give it a shot with the hex. Drop. Don't go on the road. There's a car coming. Oh no, go across the road. Oh. Let's see if Bob's gonna hit it. There's one on the road, Bob. Bob. There's one on the road. Bob. Got the license plate just in case I need to track him down. I'm just kidding. Oh! Right over the top. Thanks, Bob. Maybe a pyro. It's a better play here. This headwind. Think so. Now, you might have thought that those were horrible shots to start off with. It wasn't. It was really just to help me teach you this lesson. I didn't realize how bad the headwind was when I threw the first two. So I know grabbing something flippy or understable where you throw it backhand and it turns to the right is most likely going to always be the choice for that turnover shot, except when we had a headwind just like this on hole 1, and also it was slightly downhill. So that's going to make things a little bit more understable, and grabbing something like a hex where you don't throw it. Did I hit the tree? What happened with that one? Why did it go on the road? It might have been a little nose up, or it might hit this tree. I don't remember. But if you're throwing downhill and in a headwind, you definitely want something a little bit more overstable, because otherwise you have to finesse it. Like if you grab something flippy, put it on hyzer and flip it up, it's got to be perfect to ride to the right and not go too far right or just turn into a roller. Thankfully, we're throwing the same direction and the wind died down, but this time we're throwing uphill. Throwing from here, the basket is right there. Okay, the headwind's still here a little bit. When throwing uphill, that's where I think grabbing something a bit more understable is better, because it's harder to get the nose angle right on something overstable and throwing it up in the air when throwing uphill, in my opinion. This is just all thoughts that I have when I throw a disc. I'm not a coach. Also, tell you the truth, I don't throw a whole lot of turnovers. I prefer to take the overstable disc forehand, but I know a lot of people don't have a forehand, and so this might help you. We're going to throw the detour first. The detour first. We're going to take the detour first, the one that's not as understable as the Fox and uplink. Try and get it to turn over uphill. That's great. A little bit too much turn. Why I think understable uphill is even better is because how that went flat. If you have something you can trust that's going to for sure flip and turn, you can put it on hyzer uphill and let the disc do the work. Okay, that went to the same spot. Oh, I need to move out of the way too, my bad. But even though it went to the same spot, that kind of shows the proof of what I was just saying. Try the Fox here. Oh, go in. Woo! Oh, hit a tree, parked. Let's test out my theory and throw the hex and the pyro after this car goes up the hill. I need to start throwing more turnovers. Oh, hit my phone in my pocket. Ow. Not with my throwing hand, my offhand. This is where you can see the basket. It's right there. Something else you're going to want to do when throwing a turnover is give the disc enough height. This is going to do a couple things for you. One, it's going to mitigate that risk of a quick flip and then a cut roll and just going away from where you were aiming. Also, what it's going to do is give that touch for landing softer on the ground, going to the place you want. Versus if you're throwing a forehand with an overstable disc, it might land and skip right. This is going to be that like soft landing shot, if you have touch. But the thing you also need to remember is you got to get the nose down. We'll explain a little bit more why on the next shot. Next hole. This is the next shot. Oh! Did it cut through still? Yeah, we're great. By the way, that Fox is a 5.6 -2.1. I think it is more understable than the numbers that are on it. The same thing happened with my Gorgon, 10.6, -2.1. That thing was flippy right off the bat. I've had this Fox for a minute, meaning to do like a disc review, but every time I went out, it was like super windy, and I already knew it was more understable. Let me know if you got a Fox in Star Plastic like that, that's like the flight numbers. Because I think it's more like this uplink. Only the Fox flips faster. I think it flips kind of like a Rolo. It's not that understable, chill, but I think this uplink is actually perfect. Oh, that slipped. We call these YouTube redos. This T-pad angle and basket placement isn't really made for this shot, I don't think. The T-pad would need to go this way for this to be better, so I'm trying to adjust here. Didn't give enough height. This is gonna be good, actually. See how, oh, kind of landed fine. Didn't like it though. Try the detour. Too inside, but the perfect angle till I hit that tree. I was really just trying to make this hole work and be cool. It didn't happen. Or did it with the hex? Nope. Oh, this right here. This is the next thing we're gonna talk about. The note to take from that hole: shots bad, info good. We're having some fun on this hole and just throw all these, and then we'll talk about what I was meaning with that hex, how it went up in the air. It says 354, pyro, going opposite order this time. Ah! Shoulder table. Good shot. Good shot on this hole with it though. That plays in Dubs League, like, nice. Hex. Oh, I didn't turn that one. Turn the pyro more, dang. Detour. Detour is making it to the basket today. I don't know if you heard. Not like that, it's not. Gotta throw it higher. Watch how flippy this Fox is though. Like, see how that flips super fast? Can't see it now, huh? Oh, it's in the deep stuff. It flips fast like a Rolo and then just holds, which is good. Like, sometimes you want that in a turnover disc, actually. Like, you have something you got to get out of quick and then you want it to start fading, versus like if there's a wall or something, not an actual wall, like a wall of trees or out of bounds or whatever. Like, that can be useful too. But I like this uplink, how it flies. You might think that flies like your detour. Kinda. A detour's pretty beat in. That particle proton glow thing. It's pretty brand new. Who do you think's got the worst long plastic type names? Like, Discmania's up there with MVP, I think. Like, particle eclipse proton, that's soft. Like, they have that type of stuff. And then doesn't Discmania have like Sea Line, Color Glow, Horizon? I don't know their plastic too well. Is there anybody out there that's like the absolute worst at it? Not trying to be negative, just trying to be funny. This shot is for all the locals. All you need is a pyro for this hole to get a 3. This shot is for all the locals. All you need is a detour on this hole to get a 3. Oh man, I wore not waterproof shoes today because it hasn't rained in the 2 months, but apparently we got a problem here. Y'all act like you've never seen a. This part is for you if you've ever heard someone say, just learn how to throw right and you can make one disc go on all the angles. Some of us ain't that good, but here's where disc selection can really come into play. You notice on that shot I was trying to throw high and out of that like window when I was in the woods throwing out 2 holes ago? If I would have put this Fox or this uplink, I really think the Fox, on that same line as the hex, it would have turned over and panned out and floated down like I was trying to explain. But with the hex, it's not as understable, and so throwing it slightly nose up like that and high in the air, it's gonna be like impossible for this to turn over. You saw how it did, it fought out to the left, when something more understable can. With that said, it just is another reason why I think nose angle versus power is so important. If you're not throwing super fast, you have to get the nose down for the disc to work, or have this headwind. Why? What? So this hex first just to test the wind. So if you got a good nose and angle control, this is where you could throw something like the hex in this. And it might be the best choice. Oh, see, now it's starting to fight out. Yeah, I might just changed up my whole game plan for this hole. I'm sure you couldn't see the rest of that, but held it. Came out to here, flattened out, and then landed flat. Never fought back. Now with the Fox, for me to get to do that, I'm gonna have to put on more hyzer and hit it perfectly. Still a bit too flippy. That's gonna turn into a roller. But that's the explanation, like getting the nose angle correct for something that's like, it's always gonna be more important to be able to put the nose angle right and throw a good shot, like those people said. But if you don't have that, grab something more understable and just throw it and have fun. Don't worry, we're gonna throw the rest of these too. You know it. Detour. So that wasn't high enough for it to flatten out. It landed on a little bit of a cut roll. Uplink. There we go. Too much angle. We might see this one. Yep, there it is. Headwind got me. Let's try the pyro. The first shot was perfect. I told you this is how to throw the perfect turnover. That started to fight out. Again, info good, some shots bad. Oh my gosh. I need to lean on some overstable discs more too. Okay, we got one more note for the next hole on something I didn't think about there that I meant to mention. But the next hole and the hole after that even is gonna be a better place to explain it versus me trying to make 370 with these discs in a headwind. Again, if you play this course, you wanna know, here's the Fox. It cut rolled over to this spot. Hex landed perfectly right here, about 40 shy. Pyro is about the same distance as the Hex, only just left, so it was farther away from the basket, and then the Firebird's like right there somewhere. That next thing I was talking about is just trusting your disc. Kind of goes back to disc choice, but also powering down and trusting your disc. A lot of times whenever I get something that I know like has a flip point, but sometimes it doesn't flip, either it's because it's nose up or whatever, I always feel like I have to throw it very hard to make it do what it's supposed to do, when that's not the case. This hole might be a little too short for what I'm trying to explain, but the next hole's not. So we're gonna test it with this hole. But both of these, if I throw them flat and easy, not putting full power on it, they're still gonna turn. We also have a tailwind, take that into account. You see what I'm saying? It did go too far, huh? Oh my gosh. But the example for the lesson, perfect. Hex over here. You can see the difference. Detour. Oh, how ironic. Also, for those that are saying the Fox isn't too understable, it is like, look at how it just flew. That's the numbers you were talking about. That was not like 5 speed of a throw. That was like how like, I don't know how to describe this. I've said this before. You know how there's speeds of discs and people are like, you don't have the arm speed for a 12 speed. How fast do you have to throw for a 12 speed to make sense to you? You know what I mean? Like, was that the perfect amount of speed for a no way. Which, by the way, not my normal type of video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more of this kind of stuff from me, let me know. If you're new here and you're wondering why I did a flip in the beginning, or if I always throw flippy discs, I don't. Name's Flippy James because I was in the circus, and then when I started throwing discs, I just used the play on words Flippy for the name of the channel, and so it fit. Still do shows though, so you'll see me traveling every now and then. If you're new here, you like this, hit subscribe. Love to have you. If you can see this T-pad goes this way, but the basket's over there, it's because it lines up perfectly for what we're about to do. And with this headwind, 232. Look at that. Beautiful little turn. It might go too far. Just a little. Did we bounce back in bounds? We did. Let's go. That Fox is dumb flippy. I will stand by it. Not the right numbers. Uplink. Like, look how powering down simple that is to just throw that turnover shot. Still too far over the sidewalk. In contrast to an overstable forehand. I can just dial distance way easier with that. That's under the basket. Even with the pyro, maybe. I'm still a forehand guy when it comes to that type of stuff. We'll try and get the angle right. I think the angle was right with those flippier ones, but we'll try and get the angles right with the hex and detour too. Nope. See? Grab something more understable if you're going to have that problem. Detour. There we go. Oh. You might have thought, oh, it didn't go in, but it went between the concrete and the bottom of the fence. Like, try and make that shot. Okay, final hole. That's not actually a hole. We're making one up. If this video did help you, please give it a like. Disc Golf Deals USA did send out this Fox. They sent out a bunch of discs. I have a link in my description. You get 10% off almost everything on their site. If you go through that, you do support the channel. I get a little kickback, so thank you. And yeah, I hope if you were wanting to start throwing more turnovers or better turnovers, I hope that this helped you. Thankful for not so windy day. Show you where the basket is. Pretty much straight and to the right like a turnover shot would be. Can you see it? It's so bright out, I can't see my screen. I'm gonna be throwing this way and you're facing kind of like this way. So, just so you can see the basket and the shot at the same time. Ah, not high enough. Decent outcome though with those leaves. It's hard to get this one high. Another quick tip since you're watching to the end here, that's where a hyzer flip turnover is gonna be better than just powering down too much and throwing too flat. I kind of wish I had that back. Oh, and it stabled up after it hit that tree. Shucks. Detour. Oh, go, 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 go. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Hex. Put it on a little bit more Annie. Nope, not enough. Not enough at all. Pyro, a lot more. Got through all that. I'm gonna have so much fun finding all these. All right, last throw, forehand, Firebird. And then I'll show you how it finished out on hole 1 actually, when I made that silly intro. All right, over the car, I'm just kidding. Oh, 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 oh. Happy you're here, see you in the next one. Oh my gosh, does that go in for the fake intro? Close.